cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, and welcome to another For Women Wednesdays. So, fellas, y'all know we get a lot of DMs, man, especially on these women. From these women, they have a lot to say about our shows and a lot of things that they want us to cover.
Right.
And so I want to say to the ladies out there, we will get to you. Your DMs are heard. We're hearing you, and we'll cover some of the topics that y'all been bringing forth. So keep them coming. We appreciate it. Now, today's topic is, I am a good woman. I hear a lot of women make that statement or utter those words. I'm a good woman. But the thing is that I hear that coming mostly from single women. Mm-hmm. I don't hear married women say, I'm a good woman. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, a good woman don't have to always tell somebody that they're a good woman. It'll show.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, fellas, let me ask y'all. Have y'all ever heard women utter those words that they're a good woman? And before you guys answer that question, let me say to the ladies, if you've uttered those words, I'm a good woman, my question to you is, who validated that?
That's messed up. I don't even want to go first on that one.
Yes, I have. This is K Money. I have heard women say this, and to be honest with you, Freddie G, I had never really factored in the fact that all the women, or most women that I have heard say this, have been single. You know, I just never put those two together.
But and just to make sure I'm understanding you correctly here, you've heard women utter those words,
right? And
now that I've mentioned that most of the women that I hear say that they're single, are you saying that those women that you've heard it from, they're single too?
Exactly. I haven't heard a woman that's married
say that.
Yeah, because broadcast how she's a good woman. It's always been a single woman. And I'm not saying that they there was no truth to what they were saying, but like you say, I don't feel that a female has to broadcast this is what she is, because her actions will show, especially to her mate.
Right.
He can co-sign for her and let him broadcast and brag on how good she is. Mm-hmm. In my opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've heard them say it, and same thing. They've been single. And I think it's a reason, it's for self-confidence, I believe, is why they say this to themselves.
To themselves. Yep.
Because they need to be reminded of their value, I guess, per se.
Then why you're not married.
So that's that's why I think they say it. But
yeah,
like you say, a married woman don't have to show it. You don't have to prove something that is already there. People see that.
Yeah.
So the ones that's mentioning it to themselves is looking for self-confidence somewhere. So that's a lack, to me, that's a lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so, like,
I got input on that.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so married versus the single ones. Like, you're right. There's always the single ones that say it's a good women. So here's what single women, and this is how I view it. They look at it like this: the simple stuff. I can cook, I can clean. I make sure his food is ready when he get off work. Have his rare water ready, right? That's what you mostly hear. But what you don't hear, and what single women do, is the stuff that really matters to us. Like, why are you still talking to your exes on the phone if we supposed to be together? Why your phone always on silent? Why or why should I give you kudos for some stuff you should already do? Pick up the kids, cook for them, for the kids. Those stuff that you already should do, but you want to medal. I'm a good woman because I pick up my kids. I'm a good woman because I feed the kids. You're supposed to already do that. That stuff we already do. Just like men, we supposed to work. We supposed to provide. We don't want no medal for that, right? So the difference between a married woman, she ain't finna have ain't her girlfriend's finna be all in her business about her marriage. She ain't finna be on the phone with her ex-boyfriends. So she's already doing the other things, the little things that really, really matter to us, because we don't want their finances. I don't want your money, right? You as a single woman, you're still talking to your exes on the phone. You're still doing shit like that. Mm-hmm. Going out to the next day, and not calling and leaving that phone off and then calling me the next morning. I ain't have no charge on the phone. That's single woman shit. So if you're still doing those other little shit that we can't get past, then you're not a good woman. You're still doing single woman shit, saying that you're a good woman. So that's really typically what it boils down to. A single woman versus a married woman, they move differently. A single woman say they can do that, and they always love to say, I can submit to the man that's worth submitting to, when in all actuality, that is, you're a female, you're feminine. You should be naturally submissive, no matter if it's a male, it's a male. You submit to your job. You submit to that light bill company. You submit to all them motherfuckers. You need to be submissive.
So you're speaking of submissiveness, and I hear you.
Yeah, I just went left with it.
Yeah.
I went all the way left.
Yeah, you did. You went.
I went left. I lost my damn mind.
You took so many lefts, you made the corner.
I made it right. I took 3 lefts to make it right.
You turned right back in the same
spot.
So let me ask y'all this. Women as a whole, do y'all believe that men hold women as a whole in high regards?
Can you elaborate when you say in high regards?
Please.
Yeah, so do you think that a woman is delicate, precious? You should handle her with care. You should be protective of her. If you're in a relationship, you should be providing as best you can for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's holding her in high regard.
If so, then yes.
So men as a whole, in general, hold women as a whole in high regards. Do y'all agree or disagree?
Yeah, I feel that they should be treated as queens. Yeah. So if you treat them as such, then that's just pretty much holding them in high regards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Queens of who? Queens of what?
So if we're holding them in high regard, men in general, I know that there's some men that feel different.
Yeah.
And I know that, not all men hold women in high regard. Yeah. I get that.
No, I do. I hold them in high regards. But
I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
I'm saying not all men hold women in high regard.
Gotcha.
What I'm asking in general, men in general, do y'all believe that we hold women in high regard?
Yeah.
And y'all pretty much agree, yes.
Yes.
Right? So I'm a good woman, which is today's topic. Mm-hmm. And we hear mostly women say, I'm a good woman. Now, I can tell you in my experience in hearing that, I always hear that from single women who are actually arguing or complaining, not arguing, but complaining or frustrated and saying it to another woman. I hear that a lot.
Yep.
And so I also, and I'm viewing from a distance now, these women I'm hearing them say this, they kind of a little on the ratchet side.
Right.
When I hear that a lot. they're a little on the ratchet side.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of times, ratchet women, hoes, bitches, thoughts, gold diggers, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah.
I think that they hold themselves to the standard of a woman with class.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they think that they're in that category.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously they do.
And a lot of times, a lot of those women in those categories, the more of a classy category, those women are not saying that, but I'm a good woman.
No. Somebody telling them they are.
Exactly. But
They don't have to say it
They
because
don't have to
somebody
say it.
telling them they are.
Yeah,
Period.
and exactly. Another thing, another single woman thing, they, you know, birds of the feather, what they say, flock together. Most single women got other single women around them. Be like, girl, you don't need. I'm telling you, it's the way they move. A single woman versus, it's a totally different. You don't have to. It's already understood, and you can kind of feel the vibe or the energy coming from a good woman when you first meet her.
Well, not all single women. I mean, you have some single women that possibly have been married,
Yeah.
and they end up being single again. They can fall up under that. They can fall up under that good woman category, and I do know a few.
Definitely. Yeah, they can.
But
That's a good point, Kevin.
That's
just because they're single, you were mentioning earlier, Comedian 96. You know the way a single woman would act versus a married woman. So she didn't change. They didn't change anything up.
Right. They just got maybe lost a husband, or that's a different scenario, and that's a good point. I remember as the last show that I talked about, if I dated an older woman, it would be a woman that's widowed, because she's used to being married or used to being in a relationship. I wouldn't date an older woman that's just been single, and you the same age as me, and you've never been married, and something wrong with you at this point. Because if you're beautiful, attractive, you single, no kids, and you at my age, and you never been married, my first question would be
let me
why?
ask y'all this. So,
Yeah.
making sure that I stay on topic here.
Yeah,
I'm a good woman.
Yeah, we all off topic.
Who do you think has validated that for the women, for them to say, "But I'm a good woman"? Where do you think that validation come from for them to utter those words?
The stuff that she normally do on a daily basis.
Yeah, the stuff that I was telling you, they want
that
kudos
she should
for.
do anyway.
Yeah,
Most
stuff you
of
should
them.
do anyway. Cook, clean.
So nobody's personally validating that; they just validating it within themselves.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Because if you was a good woman, you wouldn't have to be telling somebody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I say, you can and will hear it from other. I've heard other females validate another woman.
Yeah.
Saying that, you know, and this is going back to a woman that was previously married, knowing basically what they put up with. So to say that, you know, they sacrificed and dealt with a lot and they still was a good woman, kind of fell off right there. That's the only. I mean, I haven't. You got a lot of guys out there that have good women, and a lot of guys you're not gonna hear them brag on their females that way because they're not trying to draw that type of attention to their female. You know, I wouldn't have a problem. You know, if I was in a relationship, I would brag to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? If I was proud, I kind of dug myself a hole on this.
So let me jump. Let me jump in on that. So I did hear you say at the beginning that other women can kind of validate it for their homegirl.
Right,
You didn't
yeah.
say homegirl, but she could be talking about. I don't know why they do her that way or she's been done that way. She's a really good woman.
Yeah.
Right.
So I get that part, right? But that's another woman
Right.
validating
Another woman.
another woman.
Yeah. That's from womanhood.
That's womanhood.
Yeah.
So what man should men validate that she's a good woman
Yeah.
for her to be able to say that?
Yeah.
And if a man is validating that she's a good woman, chances are that's his woman.
Yeah.
Or that's his homeboy's woman.
But he shouldn't feel that way about his homeboy woman.
Well, no. Let me go deeper with that. I'm glad you said that. Let me go deeper with that. If I'm describing a partner of mine, and I say, "Hey, man," to another partner, you say, and that partner say, "Hey, man, why don't y'all come? You come over to the house, man. You bring your wife, and man, you can invite somebody else who that's got a couple or a companion, a wife, or whatever, because it's a couples thing. You can invite somebody else too. Just don't bring no drama." Mm-hmm. And my response to that is, "Okay, yeah, man, I got a homeboy, man. He cool as hell, man, and man, he got a good wife too, man. His wife cool, and she a good woman too, man. And so yeah, she good. She cool.
Only in reference to.
Yeah, but not so much as him speaking on she a good woman as if he wants her.
Right. It's a difference. But
so
he was just saying
the validation point of it, or whether or not a woman is a good woman. I guess I'm kind of torn. Should that come from another woman?
No, it
or
should come from a man.
From a man that hey, this is a good woman.
Yeah.
The validation of it. I don't.
Well,
know
nowadays
what
things
y'all
are
think.
different. It's I don't want to forget
because
that.
a lot of women say,
that's
I'm a
right.
good woman.
Have you guys ever heard a man validate?
Very seldom.
Yeah.
Very seldom. Very
seldom.
seldom. I'm just gonna be honest, because very seldom.
Yeah.
I haven't heard people. Oh, she's a good woman, man, and unless that's his woman, and you don't go tell nobody that.
I've heard men validate for a woman that's a good woman when he knows that he has a single friend and he has a home girl.
Yeah.
And he be like, man, you need to meet my homegirl, man. She a good woman, man.
Validate.
Yeah. So he's validating that, man. I got a homegirl, man. She a good woman. Or my wife has a friend, man. And you need to come to the party. She's single, man, and you single, man. And she, from what I know of her, she a good girl, man.
Yeah.
She seemed to be a good woman. So that's a man validating.
So does that qualify? Does that qualify under the question that you're asking in regards to who's validating a female? So in that scenario, if she knows that, let's say they playing Cupid, but she knows she's a good woman, and this guy sitting here is validating it for her, does that?
I think that that's a start, and that's pretty good because he's only seeing it from a distance.
Right. Mm-hmm. On the outside looking in.
So I think that's a start, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that's a start. Because if he's validating that woman to his man, his homeboy, his homeboy is trusting that it's coming from a trusted source.
Right.
My homeboy says she a good woman, so let me give it a shot.
Right.
Because I know he ain't. He know my personality, so he ain't gonna
hook you up with nothing.
Try to hook me up with nothing messed up. Because usually, if it's a homeboy, we like, man, she's straight for the stroke, but she ain't for no relationship. So your homeboy tell you,
he be like,
man, she fine, she straight for the stroke, but she might be a little crazy, man. But you in at your own risk.
I tell you, man, you tap and go. Tap and go like stop and go,
so you can get some validation there, But I guess, man, all in all, man, I'm trying to figure out this. I'm a good woman. Who should validate that?
I mean, I think it would depend on what we think a good woman is. What traits make up a good woman for us to every individual got his own way. So if a good woman to you may not be a good woman to him because
very good point.
I think when you mention good woman for me may not be what your taste is.
So let's do this. Each four of us pick 5 characters in a good woman that we would like to see. Just as from our mind, the mind of men. Just each of us pick 5 characters and that we would want to see. I don't know. What you think?
I think that's for another show.
I'm just saying. You said, hey, what validate? So I want to help the women validate themselves.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
I think that's for another show, but I will say this. I'm going to do something that I said that I would never, I said internally that I would never do. But I'm so proud right now. I'm so proud. I want to give a shout out to my wife. She's a good woman.
Boy, you just trying to get some points.
I already got them points when she said I do. This includes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursdays. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.